Let's look at the question, find pivot index. We are given an array of integer names, and we need to calculate the pivot index of this array. The pivot index is the index where the sum of all the numbers directly to the left of the index is equal to the sum of all the numbers directly to the index right. As the first example showed, the left sum is 11 and the right sum is also 11, so the pivot index is 3. And the third example, if there is no index exists, we just return the -1 because this is a no index that satisfies the condition in the program set statement. And the second example, the pivot index is 0 because the left sum is 0. That means there is no element to the left of the index, and the right sum is also 0 because 1 plus -1 is also 0. So if the index is on the left edge of the array, then the left sum is 0 because there is no element to the left. We just return the leftmost pivot index, and this is also applied to the right edge of this array. We need to quickly compute the sum of the values to the left of every index and sum of the values to the right. Let's say we knew s as the sum of the number, and we are at index I, so we can pre-compute the prefix sums. Left sum is equal to the lambs at 0 plus lambs at 1 plus blah 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 plus lambs at I minus 1. So if we knew the sum of numbers left sum that are to the left of the index, then for each index, the right sum is just the other sum to the right of the index. It would be s minus nums at I minus left sum. As such, we only need to know about left sum to check whether an index is a pivot index in constant time. Let's do that. As we iterate through the candidate indexes I, we will maintain the correct value of the left sum. So the time complexity is O of n, where n is the length of the lambs because we just iterate through a for loop. And the space complexity is O of 1 because this space just use the left sum and s. Let's try to turn this algorithm in Python. First, we have an input array as our example here, and we need to do is to declare the variable we want to use. We have a left sum initialized to 0. We have a right sum initialized to 0. We have a sum initialized to 0, and we need to calculate the sum by accumulate it in a for loop for x in the lambs, and we add them one by one, increment by 1, and print them out. Yeah, it will add every element together and finally get the 28. But another way is just use the sum. Just use the sum of the lambs, and we just print the sum. It's also 28. So this is a built-in function. It's more convenient to do that. And we have to iterate over every element inside it. For I in range, this boundary is the length of the lambs, and we use so left sum is every time is to increment by the lambs at I, lambs at I. So we can print out the left sum. Yeah, so it's incremented, and we should calculate the right sum. The right sum is if left sum is equal to right sum, that means that it is balanced, and we meet the pivot. We meet the pivot element. We just print I. Oh, the right sum. We need to get a number in the right sum. Is lambs minus left sum minus lambs at I. Yeah, it is 3. It is 3. And when it meet to here, index 3 here, it will balance. And another way to do that is by enumerate of the array. And like we have for I and x. I is the index and x is the value in the enumerate lambs, and we can print out we can print out the enumerate. Oh, we should first turn them into a list, and so it will like this. Is the first value is the index and the second is the value. So yeah, so we can iterate in the enumerator by right sum is the sum minus the left sum minus x, so x is the value, right? And we can print right sum. The right sum is the let me see. Oh, we need to increment the left sum. The left sum is the increment is increment by x. So we try again. Yes, it is a decrement. The right sum is a decrement, and we need to. So inside this for loop, if the left sum is equal to the right sum, we just print the index. Let's try. Yeah, it's also 3, and we can then we can return the consider the rich case. If there is no, if there is not exist, we return -1, and this we return the I, and we turn this into a function, right? This function is define pivotal index self lambs. We return an integer. Okay, and give them an indentation, and class solution, and give them indentation, and we can print out print solution dot pivot. Before assignment. Let me check the. Let's turn into the S. Yeah, it works. It is 3. Yeah, we're done.